Hi, welcome to Shmirchik Dipsy Tarot, where you will experience all the unpleasantness that comes with me, including sniffing, whiffing, twitching, itching, farting, snoozing, oozing, and everything else. So today we're going to be doing how is Catherine Middleton and Prince William's marriage? What's their thoughts on each other? So I pulled the cards already so that I can be a bit more prepared. So how does Catherine feel about her husband? We have Nine of Swords, which talks about worry, feeling betrayed in some way. Nine of Swords, it's like nine is a feeling that they've attained something, they've gotten somewhere in their life, but she's having trouble sleeping because she's worrying about her husband a lot. She's feeling stress. She's realizing some disturbing details about some truths about her husband and his family. She has some sort of new awareness, and she can't sleep because she doesn't have answers. She doesn't have a solution to whatever her worry is. We have Justice reversed, which talks about somebody who feels like they're not being treated fairly. They're not getting what they deserve. Justice reverse. Yeah. She feels like there's some sort of, like, this is her thoughts towards her husband, William, right? So there's some sort of, she feels like she's unequal to William. It's kind of like she feels like he's above her. So that could be disturbing to her because she feels like she puts in so much work to his family, to her husband, and she's not feeling like she's getting treated. She's not being put on the same level as her husband, William. She feels like she's not being treated the best by her husband. There's some sort of imbalance in the relationship. So it seems like the relationship is not perfect. But we have Ace of Cups, which talks about like her feeling overflowing emotions of love, everlasting love for William. And the Tower, it seems like there's some sort of, it's reversed. So fear of change, spiritual awakening, questioning delays, situation, crisis averted, imprisonment warning. It feels like there's always some sort of chaos within that family, and it's kind of like they keep like dodging bullets. They keep dodging bullet after bullet after bullet after bullet, and it's just ongoing chaos. And she feels like it's a constant crisis, and that ties into her feeling of like she can't sleep. She has all this worry. Six of Pentacles. She feels like he's using her in some way. It's reversed, so it feels like she feels like there's the relationship's not balanced, and there's some sort of like power being used over her, so like their marriage is not perfect. So she feels like she's being exploited a bit, and she can get help if she wants, but she refuses to get help. So, and she feels like, perhaps she feels like she's not, like, it ties into Justice reverse, which talks about her feeling like she's not getting compensated for all her hard work. So that could be, she's feeling from William that he's not really being fair with her, and he's kind of like, it could also tie down to money. I feel like she can also be not having her own purse, not having her own bank accounts type of thing. And I feel like that's kind of the power dynamic between William and Catherine. He could be using his power over her in an unfair way. That's not to say she doesn't love him, and that's not to say he doesn't love her, but there's some sort of imbalance over there. I get the feeling from Catherine also that she's kind of um, she's a very private person. I feel that's why in some of my other readings, I feel like she didn't really have that. Um, I didn't really get much of a sense of her personality because she's a very private person, you know. So now to see how William feels about her, about Catherine. So we have the magician. He feels like she's a bit of a trickster. She could be a bit of a manipulator, but he feels like she has manifested herself into. Um, she can create something out of nothing. She's capable. She has mastered her spiritual world. She has self mastery over herself. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Fleeting success, lack of stability, lack of resources, trouble in the family. That's interesting. Ten of Pentacles reversed. So he feels like her family doesn't really have money, and she's kind of like a burden to him in some ways. Relationship. Um, I feel like Catherine might be a bit feeling despair because she's kind of trapped in this relationship and it's not really equal. And he feels like Catherine's a bit of a burden and her family's a bit of a burden as well. She's not like there to solve his problems most of the time. I don't know. I feel like he feels like she is there to solve all his problems, like the magician. But then we have Four of Wands. Catherine gives him stability, predictability. He's given her a home. He's given her a family. She's very stable. Like Four of Wands, it's usually a very stable card of family. She's given him some foundation, security, family, stability. She's a good team to work with. So even though we have this other stuff with the magician and Ten of Pentacles reversed, we see that he also feels to her like she's his foundation. She's his essence. She's his soulmate. So he feels like she's the one. He really likes her. Even though there's other issues. Like, I feel like he feels that she's supposed to solve all his problems somehow. We have Queen of Wands. He thinks she's like a dominatrix type of style. She's like a businesswoman. She's capable of anything. She's very strong. She's powerful. She's sexual. She's like his everything. Queen of Wands. And but then we have the Devil, which talks about someone who believes false truths about himself. The Devil talks about repeated mistakes, being stuck in patterns. So I don't understand why does he feel that he feels like she self-sabotages sometimes. She doesn't have good self-esteem about herself. Like he has all these good feelings towards her, but then it feels like he feels like she feels that she's stuck in these patterns and she can't break free from her situation. And it's like she has bad self-esteem in some ways, and self-doubt, and she can be he feels like she self-sabotages, and it's all like he feels like all her problems, whatever it is, she can remove them, like. But let me pull more cards for the Devil. Let me pull more cards for the Devil. Can you please explain the Devil? Why does he think of her as the Devil? He thinks of her as the Devil? Perhaps he thinks that she's holding him back from his dreams and goals. And it's a false belief. Like, he's the one that's holding himself back. The Devil seems to say it's self-imposed chains. Four of Swords. Explain the Devil. Four of Swords. Needing to take vacation. The Empress. So the devil, she has false truths about herself. He feels like she might be holding him back. Perhaps he feels because she needs some sort of. Perhaps he feels like she's lazy. Four of Swords. It talks about someone calling a truce. Four of Swords. Resting, peace, retreating, growth, taking care of oneself, no battle. The Empress. He feels like she needs to take time for herself in order to recover and grow. The Empress and grow and become into something, blossom into something. And Knight of Pentacles, like he's committed to her for long term. So now what's the energy between them, right? So we have here Ten of Cups. There's a sense of broken family. Ten of Cups is tension, broken family, negativity, imbalanced communications, separation, selfishness, disharmony, family conflict. So I'm guessing like within their immediate family and with, what's going on with Harry and Meghan and Prince Charles and everything, there's a sense that there's some sort of domestic problems between them, and they're completely confused. The energy between them is Two of Swords, confusion, unable to make decisions, feeling blinded and stuck. They don't know what they want. They have blocked emotions, and they have this resentment towards whoever it is that is causing these problems within the family, and they're trying to let go of that resentment. And then we have Page of Pentacles, which talks about like there's some sort of new discovery they've come upon. I feel like also the energy between them is like the Page as the children. That's what holds them together. That's what gives them that foundation for their family. A lot of communication between the kids, and they've just had this discovery between each other because of the kids that they brought into the world. It also seems to say that there's some sort of new path, new situation that's coming their way. I don't know if Catherine's planning to have another kid. Could it be that Catherine's pregnant? Because I have the Empress here. Or she's just a good mother. And then we have the Emperor, which talks about somebody who knows how to lead. The Emperor, somebody who's stable and knows how to lead. The Emperor. Leadership takes ideas and manifests it. So the energy between them is leadership. They're in this position where they need to lead and do a job and influence other people. So this is like the energy between them. And then we have Five of Swords, which talks about like fighting, chaos. It's like people can be a victim of attack or attack others, people that want to fight. They feel like there's like a coup, like they feel like there's a coup to overthrow them. I guess that's because of Harry. Harry wants to overthrow them. Harry and Meghan, right? And I pulled more cards for that, and it's like a situation change. Venus in Aquarius, January 20 to 29. Here. I pulled more cards. I said, what's this about? Five of Swords. What's all this fighting about? What's all this chaos? What's all this confusion? Like they feel like they're being judged by others. Three of Cups reversed. Peer pressure. They feel like they don't have support from their family or friends. Three of Cups. They feel isolated. They don't feel like they're being supported. But they do also feel like they have the strength to overcome it and tame their fear. We have strength here. I pulled more cards for Ten of Cups reversed. And it seems like even though they have like broken family problems, disharmony, Ten of Cups reversed. I pulled more cards. I said, can you please explain this? What does it mean? Ace of Swords. Some sort of epiphany is coming to them that Seven of Wands. They need to stand up and defend their beliefs, defend their they have the confidence and the experience to stand up for themselves and defend their position, defend who they are, defend their beliefs. So I feel like that's the epiphany they got about their family. Even though their family is broken, that's the epiphany they have, that they need to stand up for each other. So all in all, I feel like this reading is complicated, their marriage isn't perfect, but I do see good intentions from William to Catherine. I feel like he leans on her a lot for his stability, and but has a lot of worry. I feel like she takes on a lot of worry of the family, worry from her husband. She doesn't feel equal to him, but she has everlasting love for him and the family, and she feels like there's ongoing chaos, and she's always dodging bullets and being abused in some way. So like they don't have like a really bad marriage, but they don't have a perfect marriage. That's what I feel about Catherine and William. Anyway, that's all I got for you right now. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like, you can subscribe to my channel. Have a good day.